Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that is happening on Monday, September 18, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Philadelphia Phillies vs Atlanta Braves. Take Philadelphia Phillies -1.5 runs. Designated hitter Bryce Harper is batting .290 to lead Philadelphia and has a team-high .393 on-base percentage, while shortstop Trey Turner is the leader in hits with 161. Left fielder Kyle Schwarber is the leader in home runs with 44 and in RBIs with 97. On Monday, the Philadelphia Phillies and Zach Wheeler to the mound. The right-hander is 11-6 with a 3.70 ERA and 196 Ks. The Atlanta Braves dropped to 96-52 following their 11-5 loss to the Miami Marlins on Saturday. Atlanta has lost 2 straight to Miami and will complete a 3-game series with the Marlins on Sunday. The Braves hold a 15-game lead at the top of the National League East and have already won the division title, as there are only 14 games remaining in the regular season. Right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr. is batting .337 to lead Atlanta and has team highs in hits with 201 and on-base all percentage with .418. First baseman Matt Olson is the leader in home runs with 52 and RBIs with 129. Olson's 52 home runs have set a new Atlanta franchise record. On Monday, Atlanta will send Kyle Wright to the mound. The right-hander is 0-2 with a 7.48 ERA and 23 Ks. The Phillies and the Braves meet in a series between two of the best teams in the National League on Monday night. Both teams have had a tough week with more losses than wins, but they are still performing at a high level. The Braves will start Wright in this game, but in just a few starts, he has struggled this year. Atlanta is 1-2 when he starts at home, and I think Monday will end in a loss for him. The Phillies must keep to pace to win the wild card with the number 1 seed. Wheeler has been solid since the All-Star break with a 3.18 ERA. I think that will be good enough to help the Phillies take the win. Take the over on Monday. The Phillies and the Braves have 2 of the top offenses in the National League this season. They are both starting pitchers that have a history of giving up big run games. They have each had good games, but nothing of dominance. The total has reached 9 runs or more in 7 of the Phillies' last 9 games. The total has reached 9 runs or more in 5 of the Braves' last 6 games. Milwaukee Brewers vs St. Louis Cardinals. Take Milwaukee by 2. The first-place Brewers will start dominant right-hander Freddie Peralta to set the tone in the first game of this road set. Peralta got the win last Tuesday, allowing 1 run on 2 hits over 6.1 innings against the Marlins. He struck out 9 in another dominant appearance. For the 4th time in his last 5 starts, Peralta fanned at least 9 batters, allowing him to hit the 200 strikeout mark, currently the 6th highest figure in MLB. He has been especially dominant across his last 9 starts, 53.2 innings, boasting a 6-0 record to go along with a 2.01 ERA and an 80-11 kBB. He gets a Cardinals team that is out of playoff contention and simply going through the motions at this juncture of the year. Entering play Sunday afternoon, they hold a 6.5-game lead over the Chicago Cubs for first place in the National League Central. Considering there are about 3 weeks left of play, barring a disastrous meltdown, they will take the division. They have won 5 of 6 on the shoulders of incredible starting pitching from Peralta, Corbin Burnes, and Brandon Woodruff, and will be a very tough out in any playoff series with those 3 guys hurling. The first-place Brewers are sending out their dominant right-hander, Freddie Peralta, to establish a strong start in the opening game of this road series. Peralta secured a victory last Tuesday, allowing just 1 run on 2 hits over 6.1 innings in a matchup against the Marlins. Impressively, Peralta struck out at least 9 batters in that game, pushing him past the 200 strikeout milestone, which currently ranks as the 6th highest total in MLB. Peralta has been particularly outstanding in his last 9 starts, spanning 53.2 innings, where he has maintained a perfect 6-0 record, along with a remarkable 2.01 ERA and an impressive 80-11 strikeout-to-walk ratio. In this upcoming game, he will be facing a Cardinals team that has been eliminated from playoff contention and appears to be going through the motions at this stage of the season. Despite the Cardinals winning 5 of their last 6 games, they are already out of playoff contention, and in this game, they are starting their least effective pitcher. Take the over here. It appears the Milwaukee Brewers will make it into the postseason, barring a huge meltdown, and they boast an elite cast of starters that will scare any National League contender. They have won 5 of 6 on the shoulders of incredible starting pitching from Peralta, Corbin Burnes, and Brandon Woodruff. They also have a dominant bullpen. The problems come when they fail to generate any runs, but that will not be the case against Adam Wainwright on Monday. Wainwright went 0-10 with a 10.72 ERA, 2.27 WHIP, and 25.23 kBB across 45.1 innings, before finally getting a win and pitching well last week against the Orioles. Boston Red Sox vs Texas Rangers. Take Texas Rangers money line. The Boston Red Sox open a 3-game series on the road Monday versus the Texas Rangers. Boston dropped to 74-75 following its 4-3 loss to the Toronto Blue Jays on Saturday. Boston has lost 3 straight and 5 of the last 6. The Red Sox are last in the American League East and trail the third and final AL wildcard spot by 8 games, with just 13 remaining. Make sure you stay up to date with all the MLB action with our MLB picks. Left fielder Masataka Yoshida is batting .286 to lead Boston, while first baseman Tristan Casas is the leader in on-base percentage with .367. Third baseman Rafael Devers is the leader in home runs with 32, RBIs with 97, and hits with 148. On Monday, the Boston Red Sox will send Cutter Crawford to the mound. The right-hander is 6-7 with a 4.26 ERA and 114 Ks. The Texas Rangers dropped to 82-66 following their 2-1 loss to the Cleveland Guardians on Saturday. Texas has lost 2 straight following a 6-game winning streak. The Rangers are second in the American League West, just a half game behind first place Houston. Texas is second in AL wildcard race with the top 3 qualifying. Shortstop Corey Seager is batting .340 to lead Texas and has a team-high .403 on-base percentage. Seager is also the active leader in home runs with 31 and RBIs with 92 because the current leader in both, Adolis Garcia, is out injured. On Monday, the Texas Rangers will send Jordan Montgomery to the mound. The left-hander is 9-11 with a 3.47 ERA and 147 Ks. Taking the Rangers to win this game for a couple of reasons. They are the better team overall playing at home and have much more riding on this game as they are in playoff contention. Texas has a considerable edge on the bump with Jordan Montgomery, who has a 3.47 ERA, facing off against Boston's Cutter Crawford, who has a 4.26 ERA himself. Montgomery is coming off an outing in which he threw 7 shutout innings, and the Red Sox have shown that they tend to struggle against left-handed starters. Look for Montgomery to record another quality start while the offense and bullpen take care of the rest. If you are looking for a more aggressive wager, I highly recommend taking the run line in this situation, but for these reasons, I am confident in taking the Rangers to win this game. Our total pick is under 8.5 runs. Texas enters this game ranked second in the AL West and having been swept in their previous 3-game series on the road against the Guardians. In their most recent 9-2 loss, Cody Bradford got the start in the loss, throwing 3 innings and allowing 7 hits that resulted in 6 runs, while striking out 2 with no walks. Jonathan Hernandez came in and threw the next 3 innings and allowed 3 more additional runs, while Jake Latz threw to scoreless frames to finish the game. On the offensive end, the Rangers totaled 7 hits and 2 runs in the game. Austin Hedges had the only multi-hit game, while Leody Taveras, Ezequiel Duran, and Josh Smith had the team's only extra base hits on the night. Overall, it was a tough loss for the Rangers, as the pitching staff gave the game away early. Taking the under in this game for a couple of reasons. Both teams have struggled at the plate as of late, with both teams being swept in their previous series. We see a pretty solid pitching matchup as Jordan Montgomery faces off against Cutter Crawford. Montgomery has a 3.47 ERA and a 1.22 WHIP on the season, while Crawford has a 3.47 ERA and a 1.22 WHIP. Both pitchers are coming off outings in which they were effective, limiting their opponents to no more than 1 run. Look for both pitchers to repeat these performances and record quality starts as both teams continue to struggle at the plate. In terms of trends, the Red Sox have gone under in 6 of their past 7 games. In addition, when these teams have faced off in the past, they have gone under in 4 of their past 5 matchups overall. For these reasons, I am confident in taking the under this game.